Welcome, guys. So today I have a very interesting topic, and I think you guys should stay to the end to check it out. Now, here we go. Today's topic is going to be Revelation, verse 17, 1 through 6. And towards the end, I promise you, this is going to blow your mind, because during my studies and everything else, kind of heard a previous conversation in my studies, and as I'm doing my studies, it just kind of just downloaded like the Matrix. I was just like, man, Lord, this is deep, and I'd like to share it with you guys. This is my perspective, and this is what I felt like the Lord basically said to me, and I want to share it, man. So let's dive right into it. Let's check out Revelation 1, verse through 6, and we'll dive deeper into it. Okay?
Sit back, get comfortable. Let's go.
One of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and spoke with me. Come, I will show you the judgment of the notorious prostitute, who is seated on many waters. Kings of the earth committed sexual impurity with her, and those who live on the earth became drunk on the wine of her sexual impurity. Then he carried me away in the spirit to a wilderness. I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was covered in blasphemous names and had 7 heads and 10 horns.
Interesting.
The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet, adorned with gold, jewels, and pearls. She had a golden cup in her hand, filled with everything detestable, and with the impurities of her prostitution, her forehead was written a name, a mystery: Babylon the Great, the mother of prostitutes and the distasteful things of the earth. And then I saw that the woman was drunk with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the witness of Jesus. And I saw her, I was greatly astonished. Dum, dum, dum. Y'all ready for this? Alright, check it out. A little excited, you can tell. So let's dive into it one by one. So the person that
Bro, just say it already.
came to me in mind is the vice president.
What you talking about, Willis?
Here's where they're going to get deep. And let me know what you guys think. And like I said, it's just me getting deep with this. Anyways, let's jump right into it. So let's look at verse 1, which says, one of the 7 angels who had the 7 bowls came and said to me, come, I will show you the punishment of the great prostitute. It sits by many waters. So this is like the introduction, what the angel is about to show John what's about to happen. So verse 2,
keep going.
it says, with her kings of the earth committed adultery, and the inhabitants of the earth were intoxicated with the wine of her adulteries. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's so much impurity that's happened, and the push of adulterous behaviors, same sex, you name it, anything that's not pure is happening.
Her support of Babylonian behaviors.
Right? And then number 3, then the angels carried me away in the spirit into a wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting in the scarlet beast that was covered with blasphemous names, and 7 heads and 10 horns.
Interesting. Where are you going with this?
7 heads. Lord, what is this 7 heads? President, Vice President, House of Representatives, Senate, State, Treasury, Defense.
Boy, stop playing. Alright, you got my attention. Keep going.
Then I said, what is this 10, Lord? Like, what is this 10? This is just me. I'm just sharing my thoughts.
Okay,
so,
you going deep.
All right, the Vice President, the number 10 to the U.S. Political system. So the Vice President of the United States is the President of the Senate and can cast a tie-breaking vote. The number 10 can be associated with the Vice President through presidential succession. In the line of presidential succession, the Vice President is second, and the 10th in line of succession is a member of the cabinet or another designated official. The specific number of the succession line can change depending on the various factors, including registration or appointment. Number 2, historical context. There have been historical instances where the vice president played a critical role in the Senate vote that involved 10 or more votes. In the succession line, the president is second, and the first 7 positions listed included the vice president, who is heavily involved in the chain of command.
So, just to clarify, the symbolic meaning of horn means power, and as we're looking at everything unfold right now, she's basically in command of the country. But to have 10 different directions of power, that's where the 10 horn comes in, because of the 10 different options it can go for power.
So, not only she's dressed in purple.
Hold on. Was the Bible right? Dressed in purple, wearing pearls, say no more. Political and have power? Okay.
Pearls, and all the jewels that John described. She's also pushing impurity on this nation and everything that's not of God. Easter, instead of, it doesn't even matter. You guys get what I'm saying. I'm not going to get into this. I'm just sharing my knowledge, okay? You kind of see where chapter 3 is going. Now, chapter 4 describes the woman was dressed in purple, scarlet, blah, 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 glitter, and gold, as you can see here.
Dang.
Number 4, the woman was, number 5, the name written on her forehead was the mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of prostitutes.
This boy going
and
deep.
Of the abominations of the earth. So, mother prostitute, basically saying the impurity of the earth. And I discussed it, how she's pushing for everything that's not biblically aligned with the Bible.
I see what you're talking about.
And as you can see in the Babylon times, how everything's corrupted, divorces of impure behaviors, cheatings, killings, all this other stuff it's on the high.
Evil is no longer hiding. It's in the open.
High. So, the Bible fake? This prophecy is happening.
Babylon.
Right now.
Corruption.
So, you guys can read it for yourself.
Evil.
The harlot woman is characterized by wealth, but beneath the surface lay moral decay and spiritual impurity. And talks about her being something, politician or
wealthy and politician backing.
Politics or whatever. You guys can read it for yourself. But you see where I'm going with this? It's time for us as Christians to stand up and fight our way out of this Babylon. The Bible is not lying. A lot of these prophecies are happening, and we're seeing it now. Well, guess what, guys? It's time for us to fight for Christianity.
It's time. Stand up. Be bold.
In a very long time, I've seen a president that's fighting for the truth of the Bible and everything else.
Neither side is perfect.
I don't really care about either side, but I am happy to the fact that we're going to go back on top.
My dog agrees with me.
Either way, let's go ahead and stay true to the word. As you can see, guys, the scarlet woman represents impurity. She is wealthy. It says, if you read the verse and do your studies, it has political backing and everything else, and has moral decay. So it's either us as Christians fight for the future generation,
Boy, you
or
did
they're
that.
gonna fight for themselves. It's either we're gonna fight for our kids now, so they don't have to do the
now.
fight,
It's time.
or they fight.
Let's fight.
The choice is yours. For Christians, let's stand up.
United as one.
Mike.